So I'm very interested about the key about golf. What could be the keys for golfer to be performant?
Improve performance.
Yes.
First thing they need to do is, first of all, I have a whole program around this, and I have an analysis that I will send you since you play. But what I tell people to do is to put their golf clubs in the middle of a room, turn the lights down, get out a piece of paper or use this survey, and pick each club out of the bag one at a time and write down on the paper what the club says to you when you touch it. The minute you touch it, what does that particular club say to you? Then you come to a round of golf and you see a golf hole. What does this hole say to you? If you've played and you stood up and there's a big lake in front of you, what does the lake say to you? I don't want to hit the ball into the lake. Right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
One of the interesting things about the subconscious and commands and the self-talk is that your subconscious mind, from where your performance comes, never hears a negative command. It doesn't know what no means. So when you say to your subconscious mind, I don't want to hit the ball into the water, your subconscious mind hears hit the ball into the water.
Yes.
So does it help someone to tell themselves what they don't want to have happen? No, it doesn't. So it's important when you hear yourself talk to yourself, it's like you want to eavesdrop on yourself. You want to listen to what you say to yourself as you talk. And that's tremendously helpful to people who want to improve their performance.
So the first key is the exercise with the golf, each golf.
Yeah.
And what could be the second?
Find out what you're taking onto the golf course that doesn't belong there. Are you taking on problems that you've had at your office? Are you taking on problems that you've had with your family or relationships? Are you taking on the last time you played golf that it was terrible? What do you take onto the golf course with you that doesn't belong there? So I have a card. It's called a trunk card, like the trunk of a car. And people write on the card everything that's bothering them that day or that time. They put it in the trunk of their car and they slam the trunk. Boom. Then if they start to think about that when they're out playing golf, they say trunk, trunk. So you can move things that you don't want to distract you right now. It's the same thing like worry. Do you worry about anything?
Yes.
Okay. Does worry is a huge distractor? Worry can distract you? Would you agree?
Yes.
Okay. What if you decided you wanted to control worry rather than worry control you? Because right now, if you're like most other people, you start to worry whenever worry comes in. Something will happen, you worry about it. What if you decided you want to control worry? And you said, I'm going to pick a time today between 4 o'clock and 4:15. I'm going to do nothing but worry from 4 o'clock to 4:15. And then you start to worry at 9 o'clock in the morning. You go 4:15, 4 o'clock, 4 o'clock, worry at 4 o'clock, worry at 4 o'clock. You notice that the worry is there because the worry is distracting you from what you're doing right now, just like your foot going around. So you move it out of the way. Does it work for everybody? No, but it's interesting. People have said to me, you told me that, I've done that, and I'm able to control worry. It doesn't bother me. I'm going to worry at 4 o'clock, and then you get at 4 o'clock. You have to sit down at 4 o'clock and worry about something. Because your subconscious mind won't play the game. It won't let you take it. If you say, I'm going to take it from here at 9 o'clock in the morning, and I'm going to put it in 4:30 in the afternoon, and then at 4:30 in the afternoon, you don't show up with it, it's not going to play the game with you.
So you have to play the game.
You got to play the game, yeah. Go worry at 4 o'clock. You'll probably get there and you won't be able to think of anything to worry about.
And when do you know you have to stop to do the exercise?
When do you have to do what?
Do you today do you do this exercise, or did you stop it?
Well, I'll tell you what happens. It's very interesting. I have some strategies to show people how to knock their stress down just by blinking their eyes, and how to shut their mind down, and how to focus and concentrate instantly. If I were to say to you, I could show you now how to knock your stress down by blinking your eyes, you'd have to say, okay, I like the idea of controlling my stress. So I'm stressed. I feel stressed now. I teach you the strategy. Your stress drops. And she says, that worked really well. I'd like to do more of that. I'd like to learn how to do that. For a professional athlete whose livelihood depends on being able to control these things, it takes 4 months for him to get from, I want to try it now, to the time in 4 months when it's happening automatically by itself. Much less stress, doesn't even know why, not even aware of it. It's reinforced over a period of time. It's reinforced with hypnosis. We do a lot of that. A person will go out and they're skeptical. See, one of the biggest obstacles to everything that I do and that you do is the audience is being skeptical about what you're telling them to do.
Mm.
Skepticism is a great thing if you control it. But if you don't control it and you let skepticism control you, then you're in a different planet. So if someone comes to one of your workshops or one of your talks and they're skeptical all the time you're talking, they're getting nothing out of what you give them, nothing. But if they say, you know what, I'm aware I'm skeptical, but I'm going to be skeptical 3 months from now. So take a calendar out, put a date down. So I'm going to be skeptical in, I don't know, August 15th. Then they have 3 or 4 months or 5 months to try what you're suggesting or what I suggest and see if it works. Then become skeptical. Why, if they come to your workshops and they pay to come and they pay to hear you and they value what you say, would they let skepticism shut them off? So control skepticism. It's great. You can turn it on anytime you want. Just don't let it turn itself on.
Yes. So you try and you see after.
Right, but you need to know what's happening. And that's the issue, is most people don't know what's happening or don't pay attention that it's happening.
Yes, they are on automatic in an automatic mode.
Yeah, exactly. And it's not important enough to them to be able to focus on it.